What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. So tonight we are going to do a Q&A to help y'all get to know me just a little bit better. So let's just get right down to it. So as you know, my name is AJ. I was born and raised right here in Texas. Pretty much lived here my entire life. Born on the southeast side of Houston, raised on the northwest side of Houston. And aside from a couple years in college, I lived in the Houston area my entire life. I went to college at Baylor, which is also in Texas, in Waco, and I went to Alabama. So obviously in Alabama, I did live in Texas, but for the rest of my life, I've been right here in Texas. So obviously, being from Texas, that means that I am going to have Texas shape a lot of the things that I really enjoy. For example, some of my favorite food is Tex-Mex and barbecue. I really love going to a Mexican restaurant, which is Tex-Mex here in Houston, and have tamale, enchilada, tacos, chili con queso. I mean, they say in Texas, if you do not get chips and salsa for free at a Mexican restaurant, it's not a real Mexican restaurant. But that's really so true. And also, I feel like we judge our Mexican restaurants based off the chips and salsa, which is such a true fact. And also barbecue. I feel like Texas has some of the best barbecue in the world, and I know that's a very debatable thing. And I've been to Kansas City, I've been to Tennessee, I've had barbecue from both those places, and I still feel like Texas has some of the best barbecue. In fact, the World Championship Barbecue Cook-Off is going on right now at NRG Park, which is also where Rodeo Houston starts on Tuesday. And let me tell you, one of the best things about living in Houston is Rodeo Houston. Rodeo Houston is an awesome tradition. Been around for a very long time. I think this is its 91st year. Been around for a while. So it's a lot of fun. Love Rodeo Houston. But anyway, so that's just a couple of things. I definitely look forward at least once a week to going to having some barbecue or some Mexican food. Just gonna happen. Sorry, if you can't handle that, you can't handle me. A couple other things that I really enjoy. Skateboarding. You see this skateboard right here? I got this skateboard. So you can see it says Team USA. I got this as an intern when I was interning for Team USA. So you see Team USA, the American flag. The colors are all like the Olympic colors because skateboarding is now an Olympic sport. So yeah, I love skateboarding, and that was given to me. So that's really cool. Other things I really enjoy doing, I enjoy swimming. I've been doing swimming since I was a little kid. Started competitively swimming in junior high. Continued to do it through high school along with some other sports before I was injured and I couldn't do those. But swimming was always consistent. So I stayed swimming through high school and then on into college. And swimming's just been my thing, and I love swimming. So because I love swimming, anything involving the water, boating, wakeboarding, water skiing, just hanging out at the lake in general, I love doing that. Or the beach, which that leads me to one of my first questions that one of y'all actually asked me, which is, what is my occupation? And my occupation is kind of a two-sided answer. So my main job now is I work for a real estate developing company, and we do commercial and residential development, and I'm in the marketing operations for that. But I am also still on the staff with the beach patrol down at the beach as a lifeguard. And so I still enjoy getting the opportunity to do that, mainly on weekends during the regular season, which regular season for the beach patrol is actually from March through October. So I do that, enjoy it on the weekends and things like that. Or if they just need help with an emergency situation or like a holidays or something like that. And it helps me get to people watch. I love people watching. It's one of those things. But also, it's just part of like bringing something that I enjoy, something that I want to do for work. And I feel like that's a main important issue that we need to have in life. Like if you don't enjoy what you're doing for work, you're not going to get anything out of it. And I think that's really important, that you need to enjoy what you're doing for work. That's another thing that's like why I do that. I also enjoy real estate. It's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding. So that's a cool thing too. So yeah, so that's why I do what I do. Some other questions that I've had in the past that from some of y'all was my favorite swimming in jeans story, which ties into the whole swimming thing. Well, I don't swim in jeans often. In fact, I can only think of one time I've ever done it. So that's gonna be my story. And so what's to say? So it was back in 2020, maybe 2021. It was after a hurricane, and I was wearing jeans. I was at the beach, and there was nobody at the beach this day. And if you've ever been to Galveston, the water is not usually perfectly clear. It's kind of got this murky, muddy look to it because of just the way the tide works with the ocean and the clay. It's not bad, dirty water. It's just the way the tide works with the ocean and the clay and the sand. It's not white sand. So anyway, after this hurricane came in, I guess because of the way the tides had done everything or something, the water was like crystal clear. And I just walked out there, went in the water, and I just chilled. I was wearing nothing but jeans, and it was just a good time, and I enjoyed doing it. So that's the only time I've actually gone swimming in jeans. So that was it for that. So yeah, another question that I get is just, especially as a result of like my last video which was my taste and how my underwear taste had evolved from growing up as a kid to now. Now, I'm born, and when you start growing up, you have briefs, and then you evolve, and you start going, and now that myself, I've evolved back to briefs. Like I have trunks, and I have other types of underwear, but I still wear briefs, and I actually enjoy wearing briefs. And so that's a very common thing that I still enjoy doing. But as far as my favorite underwear now, believe it or not, is not briefs. I actually think it's trunks. And the reason I say it's trunks is because I can be wearing just trunks at home, like a pair of shorts. I mean, they're super short. Half my shorts are super short anyway. I mean, mid-thigh is where most of my shorts are. Trunks are obviously shorter than that. But I feel like I can wear those at home like they're just shorts. And then like if I have a DoorDash or somebody comes to the door and I can answer the door with no shirt on and we're wearing trunks, and it's not like, whoa, you're in your underwear. Like, it's kind of like whatever. And part of that's because growing up being in swimming for so long, I wore a Speedo all the time. So I was comfortable wearing next to nothing and being seen that way in public, much less in private, it doesn't matter. So that's why I feel like trunks are my favorite. Briefs are a close second, followed by jockstraps and thongs, and then boxers. But yeah, but one thing that is very important, as you can kind of tell with these shorts, I love very bright, vibrant colors. Most of my shorts, are pink, neon green, blue, got a red. I love Gymshark. These are Bang, Miami Bang. I have box menswear. So, and I get a lot of vibrant colors. I also have some blacks and whites. And if you see the shirts that I wear a lot of times in a lot of my videos or whatever, you'll see that they're a lot of tank tops or muscle shirts. It's just what I wear a lot of. Obviously, I have polo shirts and t-shirts and things like that. But yeah, I just enjoy showing vibrant colors and just being kind of loud, I guess you could say. But it's not really that I feel like I'm a loud person. Honestly, I feel like I'm fairly quiet. But at the same time, I don't think I'm very introverted or extroverted. I feel like I'm in the middle. Like, for example, like if I was to come up to you and I don't know you and start a conversation with you, I'm gonna like say hi or whatever. And if you don't really, I don't get the vibe that you're trying to have a conversation back with me, I'm not gonna try to force a conversation with you, which is what I feel like with extroverted people, they're gonna try to force that. And introverted people aren't really gonna do anything. They're just gonna kind of like be by themselves in the corner. And that's definitely not gonna be me either. So I don't know, I feel like I'm in the middle there. So guys, anyway, so another thing that a lot of y'all have asked, that's a really kind of just a funny story about me, but it's a common one, is my chipped tooth. If you've noticed any of my videos, you notice I have a chipped tooth. Some people don't want to say anything about it, but I know a lot of people have, and I've got a lot of crazy comments about it. So let me explain the chipped tooth. So it's only been broken one time, and it was broken way back when I was like 5 or 6 years old. My permanent teeth had just come in, and I was gonna go color a picture or something. And I was upstairs getting my crayons, and my parents had a spiral staircase. Well, I was going down the stairs, and I missed a step, and I went tumbling down the stairs about halfway down, and I landed face first at the marble floor at the base of the stairs. And there was blood everywhere, and I thought like, oh my gosh, like something really bad happened. I was crying. Turns out that all the blood came out of my mouth because apparently when I chipped the tooth, it also messed up like my gums and stuff, so I was bleeding. But yeah, so I went to the dentist and got it capped or whatever, and I stayed that way fine for until I turned 21. And we all know what happens when you turn 21. Things go a little crazy. Like life just gets crazy when you turn 21. You're gonna have some fun. You're gonna do some wild things. Well, when I turned 21, or shortly after, I was at the lake and I was wakeboarding, and I was at a lake that had a ramp in it that you can kind of hit, kind of like a skateboard ramp, but it was for wakeboarding. And I hit the ramp and I went up and I was doing some kind of trick. And for some reason, my brother decided to stop driving the boat and look at what I was doing. And somebody hit the steering wheel on accident, I would hope. And the boat did a 180, and I didn't go out. I went up in the air, and just instead of going out, because the boat didn't carry me out because of the way the wheel went. So I just went up, and I came right back down onto the ramp, and I landed on my back. And I guess the impact of it broke the cap that my tooth had on it. So here I am now, like I didn't get it replaced at that point. I was like, whatever, I don't care anymore. Like what happens, happens, you know? So I didn't get it fixed. It is what it is. But yeah, so here I am, almost 30 years old, and I don't have it fixed, and I have a chipped tooth, and it doesn't really bother me. I think it's, sometimes it kind of does, I can't lie, but for the most part it doesn't. And if it bothers you, then I'm sorry. This is what it is. It's my body. So there you go. But yeah, so I think that that's like just the way I am. That's the kind of person I am. I kind of live carefree. I don't really want to let certain things bother me. I don't want to let a lot of things become annoying to me. And I don't really let things get to me. And I feel like that's something that we should all really do, you know, is like not like live life and worry about what others think about us. Like, do I think I have the perfect body? No. Like, I definitely have the perfect body. And I think that I've actually been in better shape in the past than I am now. But I'm working on that. I'm working on getting back into shape, you know, and it's just something that's going to take time. And yeah, so that's the way I am, guys. That's a little bit about me. So if you're ever in the Houston area, guys, just definitely hit me up, DM me, subscribe to my channel. And I hope you enjoyed this. And if you have any more questions for me, definitely ask them or reach out anytime. But yeah, if you're ever in the Houston area, or if you are in the Houston area, you know, hit me up. We're definitely gonna go have some barbecue. We'll probably go to a dance hall or something. And for sure, if it's warm enough, we're gonna hit the lake and have a good time. But yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Subscribe, check out my TikTok, my other social media things, and I will see you all around.